Hi guys, and welcome to this video. This one is all about scale drawings. Scale drawings being used for maps and plans and all sorts of different weird and wonderful sort of things that need to be done on either a smaller or larger scale. So for example, in biology, you might have a very tiny little cell, and that needs to be enlarged so that you can see what's happening. So we use a scale or a scale drawing of that cell. In terms of maps, obviously, places, cities, towns, countries, etc. are all way too big to just pop on one sheet of paper. So we need to scale it down. So we have a scale drawing of that. Now we have an example here of a scale drawing. So this is the map of Australia. You can see down at the bottom, I'll just grab this pen. That's our scale right there. That's our scale right there. What it is telling us now on my picture, this bit to this bit is approximately about 1 centimeter long. Okay, so on this particular drawing, it is telling me that 1 centimeter has the same equivalent distance in real life. So 1 centimeter on that drawing in real life would be 500 kilometers. Okay, and that's how our scale works. That's how the scale works. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at how we work that out either way and get those distances. Alright, so here's our first example here, or our example question. We've got a scale drawing, or in theory we have a scale drawing. And that scale drawing has a scale of 1 to 50. So that means 1 unit on the scale drawing, or on the drawing, equals 50 units. 50 units in real life. Okay, so 1 unit on the drawing is 50 units in real life, and that's what we're dealing with. So part A of this question is find the actual length. Find the actual length if the drawing length is 30 millimeters. Okay, now here's another really important bit. We have been given a length in 30 millimeters. Alright, so our units here are millimeters. But we've been asked to give our answer in centimeters. So that is something we'll need to fix up when we get to the end. Alright, so let's have a go at this question. Now, it wants the actual length, so that's how I'm going to start. Actual length equals. Okay, so I'm going from a small drawing to a big drawing. So I'm going to use multiplication for this one because we're going from small to big. Small to big, you tend to multiply. So I've got my 30 millimeters times the 50 units. Okay, 30 millimeters times 50. That gives me 1,500 millimeters. Now, we've been asked to do this in centimeters. So I'm going to need to multiply, or rather divide, I should get that right, divide my 1,500 millimeters to get centimeters. Now, how many millimeters are there in a centimeter? Well, there's 10. So I'm going to divide by 10, and that's going to get me 150 centimeters. So the actual length of that 30 millimeter section is actually 150 centimeters. Okay, so that's going from the drawing to the actual. Now in part B of our problems here today, in part B, which is our second example, find the drawing length this time. So this time we are finding the drawing length If the actual length is 4.5 meters, answer to the nearest millimeter. So we need to make sure that we know that our units here are meters. And then we answer in millimeters. Okay, so we're going to have to do a bit of extra steps at the end of this one too. Okay, so this time I'm going to start with drawing length. Previously, I was looking for the actual length. This time, I'm looking for the drawing length. Okay, so I'm going from the real to the picture. Okay, now I'm going to go 4.5. And this time I'm going from big to small, so I want to divide. So 4.5 divided by 50. Now, if you really want to be a bit technical in your working, 4.5 over 50 is perfectly acceptable. So either one of these, as long as you are clear in what symbol you're using, okay? So this one's going to be 0.09 meters, 0.09 meters, but we want our answer in millimeters. So there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter, 100 centimeters in a meter. That gives me 1,000 millimeters in a meter. Okay, 1,000 millimeters in a meter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and this time I'm going to do the opposite as well. So this one's going to be times by 1,000. Okay, so get the drawing length, we're going from big to small, but these units we're going from big to small as well, but we're going to have more of them. Okay, when we're talking about our units, it's how many of them that we're going to have. All right, so I times that by 1,000 and I get 90 millimeters. So if I had a 4.5 meter long section on my map or my scale, in real life or in the drawing, it would need to be 90 millimeters or 9 centimeters even. Okay, that is how we do this. That's all there is to it. Just remember when you're going from big to small, so the drawing or actual to drawing. So I might pick a new color. So actual to drawing is big to small. All right, so we're going from big to small, so we're making it smaller. Use divide. If I'm going from the drawing to the actual, drawing to the actual, all right, this time it's going to be from small to big. We multiply. Now, this only works if the thing in actual real life is bigger. Obviously, you want to go the other way if you are looking at something that is smaller, like that cell I mentioned earlier. Okay, units go the opposite way. Okay, that's all there is to it. I'm going to let you get on with some questions now, get some practice questions. These examples have come from the Cambridge Mathematics Standard 1 Pathway textbook. Hope this has been helpful and thank you for watching.